Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you outside on this beautiful evening where I'm fixing to harvest some cat's ear plants, also known as false dandelion. Now you'll see this video twice, the opening part of the video twice, because I'm harvesting them not only to make tincture, but also infused oil. So with that being said, I've got some that I'm just going to dig them up because I don't like to weed eat them, and they're right by my mint plants. So, and I need to keep around the mints weed eated. So let's get to harvesting, y'all. It's not hard to do. You just need a good digging tool. Oops. I'm going to take y'all on a ride, apparently. Alright, here's one here. Just right upside my... And there's one. You want them for those roots and some of the leaves. And of course, yes, I'm going to wash them real well. Take off any bad looking leaves. This was 2 plants. Alright, I'm going to set them right down here. And I'm going to get this one up too. And how can I tell they're cat's ears? The leaves look just like dandelions. There's no denying that one. You want to clean all dead leaves and stuff off. You just want the green ones. Now you can eat the greens. They're supposed to be better than dandelions. This is how I know it's cat's ear. The multi-branched bloom stalk, which I'm not going to be needing it. I'm just needing the leaves and the roots. And look at the beautiful roots on there, y'all. Beautiful roots. Beautiful, good, healthy roots. I'm going to lay it there. I'm going to bring y'all back here in a bit. I'm going to get around my mint plants done. And I got to get around the asparagus. Alright, I'll bring you back. Okay, I got several here. I got several there. A bunch going down that side. Look at those big, beautiful roots, y'all. Big, beautiful roots. Now, for once, not in the mint family. The stems are not square. They're round. It's a miracle, I tell you. And this was 2 plants. Okay, I'm going to finish these up, and I'll bring you back here after a while. Harvested a big bowl full, and now we're going to head back over here, sit down, separate the leaves from the roots, because I'm going to have to scrub those roots really good and get them good and clean. Alright, I'll see you back over there in just a bit. Okay, the harvest is done. Now starts the work of cleaning it up. I'm going to cut these back some more. Alright, now I'm separating the roots from the leaves, so I'm going to set the roots here for now. I'm going to make sure the flower stems come off. Beautiful root system, beautiful root system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the roots down out here, and I'll wash them even better in the house. But get the first knocking of the dirt off of the root system. Make sure you got a good, I like to use a paring knife. You can use a pocket knife. Cut the leaves off the top of the roots. And you gotta remember, plants are just like humans. We lose hair, they lose leaves. So you gotta make sure you go through, get all bad looking leaves out. Just take that little piece of stem that don't look good off. I got a bowl for the leaves, and this container is going to be the bowl for the roots. All right, one more. Whew, mosquitoes are bad. All this rain. I'm going to get all the bad leaves off. Cut your root and your leaves off. Any spotted looking leaves, don't toss them aside or make you a pile so you can put them in the compost. But these are going to get washed really good. I didn't get too many leaves off that one, but that's okay. You can put any scraps in your compost pile and just trim top of your root up. I'm just going to jet spray them and get most of all that dirt off of it, and then I'll bring you back later on. I got a lot of work to do. Okay, I am finally done cleaning them. Separating them, cleaning out the bad, keeping the good. I got the big amount of roots. I got a big bowl of leaves. Now, some of the leaves I'm going to let just wilt. The others I'm going to completely dehydrate and dry. Some of the roots I'm going to just barely let them dehydrate for a couple of hours to knock some of the moisture out of them. So, and the others I'm going to completely dry because I'm going to be making tincture. I like to have my roots fairly alive, but I'm going to have to dry them a little bit because I've got 80 proof. And the leaves, I'm going to let about a quarter of them wilt. Look at this. Now that was an old one. That's going to be a good strong root to use. Alright, I'm going to wash the leaves and cool water in the sink in the house. And I'm fixing to jet spray these real good, get most of all the dirt knocked off, and I'll finish washing them up, Lord, in the house. I'll see y'all back here in a bit. Okay, this is the first video on using cat's ear. There are many more to come, but I'm going to pace them out. Now, tonight we are making a tincture with the cat's ear. I'm using not only the leaves, but also the roots. Now, of course, using the roots, you have to dig up the plant. And that means one less cat ear plant. Now, the reason why you want to use leaves and the roots, I'll talk to you while I cut up. So let's have some fun, y'all. Okay, I'm going to talk while I process it. Now, of course, I let the leaves and the roots dry some and wilt down because I'm stuck using 80 proof. If you can get 95 or 100 proof, that's even better. But it will still work as long as you make sure that your leaves are dry and wilted and your roots are good and dry. Not just dry from moisture from washing them and let them sit for a while. Took a while for the leaves to wilt, y'all. It was interesting. Now, of course, before you do anything, make sure that everything is clean and sanitized. Your jar, your funnel, everything. Your knife, your cutting board. Alright, I'm going to start out with this beautiful baby here. This was a very old, beautiful cat's ear plant. I've also studied and found out that they can live up to 10 years. So I want to make sure that this one is definitely used. I do not want to waste it at all. I felt bad when I dug it up because I knew it was old to have a root that big and beautiful. Now, this is going to be an interesting tincture. Cat's ear has a lot of the same medicinal benefits of dandelion, but then it also has its own special benefits. It is extremely good for kidney ailments, good for UTIs, also good for gallbladder problems, as well as liver problems. Now, this is not all the roots are harvested. I have the rest. They're fixing to go in the dehydrator, along with I have more leaves left. And the reason I'm cutting them up is to give the alcohol more, to not have to work so hard. And no, the roots are not dirty. That is just the skin over the roots, and I want to leave that on there. Now, the leaves, you also want to mix in the tincture as well, because they are also good as a mild sedative and muscle relaxer as well. And I'm going to try to layer them. They're going to get mixed up later on anyway, but I'm going to try to make sure I get as much of both in the jar as room allows me to. Now, the roots, of course, have natural cortisone in them. So this can also be took internally. You use it externally or internally for allergic reactions, which makes it a very well-rounded plant to have in your apothecary. You can also dry the leaves and use them as leaves and roots and use them as tea. It's also good for digestion problems and several other things, which I will go into detail in the description box below the video about the medicinal benefits. But I want a good balance of both the roots and the leaves in the tincture. And as a side note, just like dandelions, you can dry. You gotta be careful. You need to harvest responsibly. You can dry the roots also as a coffee substitute, just like dandelion. That's why they're also known as false dandelion. We can give thanks to many of the settlers, our immigrant ancestors who brought it over with them. This cat's ear is native to Europe, but now it can be found. They grow it as a spring green in Japan. They grow it also in Australia. They grow them in their gardens as spring greens. Okay. I'll do one more big root because I don't want to pack the jar too much. Okay. Uh-oh. Make sure I get all of it because I don't want to waste any of it. Alright, hold on a minute. I gotta get this plastic top off. I always take that plastic insert out because it can make it downright impossible sometimes to get this alcohol to pour right. I want to make sure that there is no air bubbles. Now, of course, as the plant sits, the alcohol is going to suck out all the medicinal benefits, both water and alcohol soluble benefits out of the leaves and the roots. Now, ever so often, you're going to want to check, make sure your alcohol level doesn't go down, and top it off. You always have backups. You top it off to the very rim of the jar. Air is your enemy when making tinctures. And we're going gently. I've seen people shake them. No, there ain't no need in that. I've seen people gently, yeah, violently shake them. There's no need in that. Now, you can make a label. I just simply write on the top, cat's ear tincture. And today is, God, it don't seem like it's 6/1/25. Now, 8 weeks from now. Oh, Lord, that's bright. Hold on. Now, there we go. 8 weeks from this date, your tincture will be ready. If you want it to go longer, that's fine. It's not going to hurt a thing. It's in alcohol. It's going to be pickled. As for dosage amounts, you're just now making the tincture. I won't give dosage amounts until I go to strain the tincture, because dosage amounts is going to do you no good because you can't take it yet. Once the 8 weeks is over with, yes, then you can, if you want to, you can strain it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You want to let the roots go longer, you can. But 8 weeks, 8 weeks, 8 weeks. I got cat stuff on the brain. 8 weeks, and this tincture will be ready to go. Look at that. Hold on. There we go. Look at that beautiful, all those roots, the leaves. This is going to be a very medicinal, very important tincture to have in your apothecary. And I will be posting a picture of the range of where cat's ears grow in America. Now you got to remember, the ancestors brought it over from Europe. It has now gone throughout Asia, into Japan, and Australia, because people are realizing just how important this medicinal is to have on hand. Now, man, this camera. Okay, simple, easy, and you can do this. Anybody can do this. You can do this. You just have to believe in yourself and have the cat's ear, also known as false dandelion, growing in your yard or near you or in your garden, in your herb garden. It's a very beautiful and extremely important medicinal to have added to your apothecary. Because like I said, also mild sedative as well as a natural muscle relaxer. Another important thing to have, especially if you are in pain or if you get hurt, also the natural cortisone that's in it, which, yeah, that will help, especially with rashes, bug bites, allergic reactions, and so on. Simple, easy, homemade, and yes, you can do it. If I can, you can too. You just have to believe in yourself. Now, like I said, this is first of many cat's ear false dandelion videos to come, and I'll have more information in the description box below as well. Everyone, continue to harvest. It's harvest time. It's a busy, busy time of year. Until the winter comes, it's harvest as much as you possibly can and put back as much as you can. Continue to stock up your pantries with foods that will nourish and sustain you. Medicinals that will heal you. Protection of all kinds, and above all else, the bare essentials to survive on. Everyone, take care, stay safe and sound, and may you each be blessed. Hoot, hoot. Mwah. Love y'all, and I'll see you soon. Y'all take care.